Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namine. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine. Nama Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaura Katha Dhamadaya Nagara Gramatarine. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasi Gaure Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachal pangur langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Ram Tatsat. Hare Krishna. So this Gaura Katha, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we all know that how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in Kali Yuga. Krishna himself appeared in this Kali Yuga just to teach us how that we have how to become devotees of Krishna, because Krishna in Dwapar Yuga he ended the Gita by saying Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhya Mokshami Mas, that abandon all varieties of religion and simply surrender unto me. I will deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. This is Krishna's promise in the Bhagavad Gita, where he's saying that we should surrender to him. But the process of surrendering to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is not so clearly mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Very generic way, Krishna has mentioned Manmana Bhava Madbhakto, Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru, that, offer obeisance to me, recite my name. This is the way we can, really surrender to Krishna. But to actually show how to surrender to Krishna, Krishna came as his own devotee to demonstrate to all of us how we can become devotees of Krishna. So by taking on the most auspicious mood of his topmost devotee, Srimati Radharani, the taking on of the bhava of Mahabhav Swarupini, Srimati Radha Thakurani, Sri Krishna took on not only her bhava, but he also took on her complexion, her Divya Kanti, and he came as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this most beautiful, munificent form and in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And this time, Krishna, like all other incarnations, when Krishna comes, he always comes with a specific weapon for a specific purpose. But this time, Krishna, he did not bring an axe. He did not bring a bow and arrow, nor did he bring, a plow, nothing of that sort. His only weapon was the Sangha Upanga. His Sangha and Upangas, his associates, his loving associates were the weapons of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, some of whom Sri Krishna arranged that they would come before Lord Chaitanya. And the primary of such devotees, the primeval devotee of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came to set the stage, and in fact, who is the primeval reason for the descent of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, is none other than Sri Advaita Acharya. So Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu, who is the combined incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, he came to set the scene and to prepare for the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In fact, even before this, while in the Dwapar Yuga, Krishna had already decided that he will come as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Of course, the coming of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is already mentioned, that he will come in this 28th cycle of the 7th Manu, when the yuga cycles change, and when Krishna himself comes in Dwapar Yuga, following in that Kali Yuga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will appear. However, in Dwapar Yuga, one time, what happened is, when Krishna was in the palace of Dwarka with his beloved queen, Srimati Rukmini Devi, Rukmini Devi was very, very, when she heard that Krishna is coming to visit her palace, she actually personally started washing and cleaning and, just dusting. There was no dust in the palace of Dwarka. But in preparation for the welcoming of Krishna, Mother Rukmini personally, with her own 2 lotus hands, although she had thousands upon thousands of maid servants who were taking care of the cleanliness of the palace, but still, Mother Rukmini, she actually personally started cleaning the entire palace in preparation for Krishna's welcoming. And she was, making it spotlessly shiny. She was, each and every emerald. It is said that the palaces of Dwarka had emerald columns. Nowadays we have columns that are made of cement and brick. But the palace in Dwarka had columns that were made out of emeralds. The floor was made out of not just plain marble, but gemstones. Those gemstones were so precious that it used to shine so brilliantly. All the different gems would shine so brilliantly that there was no need for any kind of lamp to be lit during the night time, because those gems would give out such glorious effulgence. They would be self-illuminated. The entire palace would shine in the splendor of the gems. But still, Rukmini Devi, she had such beautiful, lamps that were lit up, beautiful lamps that were even hanging from the ceiling like chandeliers. So very beautifully, Rukmini Devi personally decorated her chambers to welcome Krishna. And she also made beautiful offerings, like different kinds of drinks for the pleasure of Krishna, different kinds of offerings that she would offer to Krishna, fruits and different other preparations that she made with her own 2 lotus hands. And she was waiting for Krishna to come. And as soon as Krishna came, she welcomed him. And Krishna sat down on this beautifully decorated asana that Rukmini Devi had personally selected and decorated. Krishna sat down and he was enjoying the refreshments that Rukmini Devi had made. And while serving in this way, Rukmini Devi appeared to be crying. She was crying, and she was, with her toenails, she was scratching the gem-studded floor. She was scratching. When ladies are a little upset, what they do is they just scratch with their toes, they just scratch the floor if they're standing. So expressing, that she is not so happy. So Krishna, he notices that Rukmini Devi is not so happy. So Krishna said to Rukmini Devi, my dear wife, Rukmini Devi, why are you so sad? I am here in front of you. Why are you so sad? So Rukmini Devi, with tears of love in her eyes, she said, my dear Lord, you will never understand what my heart is going through. And this was a shock for Krishna. Krishna is omnipresent. He's omniscient. He's present in everybody's heart as Paramatma. And Rukmini Devi here is making such a tall claim that, my dear Lord, you do not know what I am going through. What pain my heart is going through, you do not know. You cannot even try to understand what I'm going through. There's only one person in this entire creation who understands my heart, and that is Srimati Radharani. Nobody other than her, even you, my Lord, cannot understand what I'm going through. And Krishna, hearing this, was very disturbed. And at that very moment, Narad Muni appeared. When Narad Muni made his appearance in Dwarka, of course, Krishna welcomed Narad Muni along with Rukmini Devi and offered him lots of refreshments, washed his lotus feet, welcomed Narad Muni. And Narad Muni was also very disturbed. And Krishna said, "My God, Narada, you are disturbed. My wife is disturbed. What is happening?" So then Narad said, "Well, my dear Lord Krishna, I am just, I was just touring this creation of yours, and I could see that the upcoming Kali Yuga is just around the corner. Kali Yuga is about to step in. The people of Kali Yuga are so fallen, so degraded. They're alpa ayushu, they have, little lifespan. They have little, memory span. Nothing good ever. Everything is against them. They are so fallen. So I am just disturbed. How are they going to get liberated? How will these people of Kali Yuga get a chance to see you, to immerse in an ocean of happiness? I don't see that. It is just an ocean of ignorance, this Kali Yuga. That's why I'm disturbed, my Lord. And then Krishna, he looked at Rukmini Devi and he looked at Narad Muni, and Krishna said, "Okay, so now to fulfill the desire that you, my dear devotee Narada, are feeling, so much compassion you are feeling for the people of Kali Yuga, seeing the fallen condition of the people in Kali Yuga, you're feeling so disturbed. Wife Rukmini Devi just made a claim that nobody other than Srimati Radharani can understand her heart, that what devotees feel, even though I am with them, still devotees are feeling separation from me. So much love they have for me, even I don't understand that. So in order to serve both of your purposes, I will come as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I will appear in Kali Yuga as my own devotee, and I will take on the mood and the complexion of Mahabhav Swarupini Srimati Radha Thakurani. And I will come just to experience what my devotees feel in pure transcendental loving exchange with me, how they feel, just to experience that. I will come with the mood and complexion of my dear most devotee Srimati Radharani, just to experience what they are going through. And so this way I will fulfill what Rukmini Devi is going through, that she's saying that I don't understand what my devotees feel. So this way I will understand what my devotees feel in so much love towards me. I will understand that. And to fulfill your desire, my dear Narada, in order to deliver the fallen people of Kali Yuga, I will come as Sri Chaitanya and give them the most simple, the most easiest form of achieving pure love of God. And I will freely distribute it. And this is the opportunity that I will give to the people in Kali Yuga. And at that very moment, Krishna manifested this golden form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu in front of the eyes of Rukmini Devi and in front of the eyes of Narad Muni. Just for a moment, they had this beautiful darshan of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And immediately that vision disappeared. And then then Krishna said that I will come as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just to experience the mood of Srimati Radharani. What devotees actually feel, how devotees actually feel so much of love for me, I will come to experience that. So saying like this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna actually set the scene that why he will appear as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, there are, of course, we know that there are three internal reasons, three external reasons for the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which we will discuss in very much detail when we come next week towards Gaura Katha. That will be in a more, towards the coming of the Gaur Purnima, the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So at that time, we will reveal in detail about the three external reasons, the three internal reasons for the descent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in brief, the 7-day Katha, we are going to basically touch upon these few points. And they will be, of course, we'll start with the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We will start with, the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, some of the childhood pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then we'll move on to some of the youth pastimes of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And then how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how when he was a scholar, some of the pastimes that Mahaprabhu had as a scholar, his pastimes, we will discuss about his marriage Leela, his Vivaha Leela, we will discuss some of that. Then we will go on to describe some of the, the transformation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from a scholar to becoming, manifesting, not becoming, manifesting the pure, aspect of Krishna consciousness that Mahaprabhu after he met Ishwarapuri in Gaya. So we'll talk about that transformation and the start of the Sankirtana movement, and then how Mahaprabhu performed the first disobedient movement, and then the Mahaprakash Leela, of course, the nocturnal kirtans at Srivas Angan, and some very sweet pastimes related to that. Then we will also talk about the meeting, the get together or the union of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Ram. So with Lord Nityananda Prabhu, we are, going to see how Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda met for the first time, and how there was the deliverance of course, the most, celebrated personalities, Jagaya and Madhai, and then the Sannyas Leela of Mahaprabhu we will discuss. And then we will also discuss some of the, Jagannath Puri Leelas of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Sannyas Leela, of course, the Rath Yatra pastime, we will discuss that. We will discuss highlights from the South India Yatra. We will discuss highlights from the Vrindavan Yatra. And we will also discuss the later pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the pastimes at Gambhira, the pastimes at Tota Gopinath, the pastimes at Siddhabokul, the disappearance of Srila Haridas Thakur, and a summary of Lord Chaitanya's, this will be like a summary. We of course will not be able to cover, it's just like how it is said that Lord Chaitanya's pastimes are like an ocean. It is never ending. We cannot, say that we will cover everything during the 7-day Katha, but we will try our best to share some of the highlights of these, during these 7-day Katha. And also, I wanted to also include the Navadvip Leelas of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the sense of the glories of the Navadvipa, means the glories of the 9 islands of Navadvip, that how the 9 islands of Navadvip, they actually are, manifestation of the 9 processes of devotional service, what each of the island really signifies, because especially right now, there's Navadvip Mandal Parikrama going on in Mayapur right now. So just for us to, meditate, I will one day take you on a virtual parikrama of all the 9 islands. So that is also going to happen. And the virtual parikrama of the Navadvip Islands could be happening mostly on Thursday. Thursday is the day we will do the virtual parikrama of Sri Navadvip Dham. So today I would like to start with the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we all know, as we discussed in the beginning, that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he sent his confidential associates before his appearance. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent his confidential associates to set the stage for his appearance. So one of the, the most celebrated devotees is Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu. Advaita Acharya Prabhu, along with Srivas Thakur, even Haridas Thakur, all of these personalities, even Lord Nityananda actually. Lord Nityananda had appeared a few years before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of course, in the holy land of Ekachakra and in Birbhum district. And Lord Nityananda, he did not come to Navadvip to meet with Gauranga Mahaprabhu until very late, until Lord Chaitanya actually started the Sankirtan mission. When he started the Sankirtan movement, that's when Lord Nityananda came and joined Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And up until that time, out of etiquette to Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda did not preach at all. Just because he wanted to preach, he wanted to start the Sankirtan Yajna along with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now that is such amazing chemistry between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So out of etiquette to Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, only after he joined Mahaprabhu in Navadvip Dham did he start the preaching mission. So we'll start with Advaita Acharya Prabhu. As we all know, Advaita Acharya, he used to stay, he had a home, of course, like a little small place in Navadvip, but that came later, much later. But Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu, he actually appeared in a place near Bangladesh, but he started his bhajan. He had a bhajan kutir near a place called, in a place called Shantipur, in a place specifically called as Babla. So Babla and Shantipur is where Advaita Acharya Prabhu had his home, and he was staying there. And every day, Advaita Acharya would worship his beautiful Shaligram Shila, and he would worship the Shaligram Shila with Tulsi Manjari and water from the Ganges. And he would just take Tulasi Manjari and he would just offer, do Abhishek to his Shaligram Shila, and he would offer the Tulasi mixed with Chandan to the Shaligram Shila that he would worship. And then he would actually sit at the banks of the Ganges and he would worship his Shila in that way. And when he would worship his Shaligram Shila, Advaita Acharya Prabhu would cry out. It is said that he would do hunkara. Hunkara means loud cries. And those loud cries was because Advaita Acharya Prabhu was so disturbed. Because, sometimes he would visit Navadvip. Navadvip was just like how nowadays we see how Varanasi is, or nowadays we also see how Oxford, University in London is, just like how Oxford is rated as the topmost university in the world, or even Varanasi in India is rated as, one of the topmost educational places.
The voice breaking, Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Your voice is breaking on conference call.
It's breaking. Okay. Is this better? Is this better? Hare Krishna, is this better? So, Advaita Acharya Prabhu, he used to sometimes come to visit Navadvip. And Navadvip at that time was the highest place of learning. All the Sanskrit Pandits, all the scholars were actually graduates from Navadvip University. It was, that much was the caliber of Navadvip University. If anyone is a graduate from Navadvip, they are considered to be the topmost. And Navadvip was also a place, there were like great, very, very far-fetched rich people, rich Brahman aristocratic people who used to live in Navadvip. All these Chakravartis and Banerjees, and with these high Brahmanical people, and they would, they had a very materialistic way of life in Navadvip. It was like the hub of all material, things happening around in India at that time. And Advaita Acharya would sometimes visit Navadvip because it was the home of Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur would invite Advaita Acharya to come to his home, and they would, just sit and talk Krishna Katha. They would, just chant the holy names. They would, just do all of that. And it was so disturbing to Advaita Acharya to see the fallen and degraded condition of the people in and around Navadvip. It is explained that these Chakravartis and these Banerjees, these high aristocratic families, they would spend so much Lakshmi in the, weddings and marriages of their sons and daughters. They would, spend Lakshmi like, Lakshmi would flow like the river Ganges, it is said. And there was not a trace of godliness in any one of them. It was just about material status. It was just about all this pomp and show. And it was all about material education. So seeing this fallen, degraded condition of the people in general of Kali Yuga, the devotees were very, very disturbed. And especially Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu was extremely disturbed. So whenever he would worship his Shaligram Shila, it is explained that he would cry out Shaligram. He would say, "My dear Lord Krishna, only you can come and dissipate the suffering of the people of Kali Yuga. They actually don't even know that they are suffering. That is how much ignorance the people of Kali Yuga are in, that they just don't know. Lord, please come. You are the only hope, that only by your coming to this material world will the suffering of the people in general be dissipated. So, my Lord, please, I beg you, I just beg you to please make your appearance." And this cry, this heartfelt cry of Sri Acharya Prabhu, it is said that it penetrated the material coverings, it penetrated the material universe, and it crossed the Viraja river, and it reached the skies of Vaikuntha. And it went beyond the skies of Vaikuntha, the planets of Vaikuntha, and it entered straight into Goloka Vrindavan, where Krishna was playing on his flute. Srimati Radharani was resting with her head on Krishna's shoulder. And Krishna's flute playing was interrupted by the cries, the loving, heartfelt cries of Sri Advaita Acharya. And immediately Krishna heard the loving cries of Advaita Acharya, and he immediately made up his mind that he will come as Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Now the time has come for Lord's descent. So in loving reciprocation to the call of his dear devotee, Sri Advaita Acharya, and all of the devotees headed by Srivas Thakur, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended. Krishna himself came with the mood and complexion of Srimati Radharani. And it is explained that it was such auspicious conditions when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. It is explained that the glorious parents of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are Jagannath Mishra and Srimati Sachi Devi. So Srimati Sachi Devi, it is said that she would go every day without fail, she would go and take bath in the Ganges. The Ganges would flow right, by the side of the house of Jagannath Mishra, and Sachi Mata go every day to take bath in the Ganges. And we all have 6 daughters, all of who died one after the other. Very sad, both Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi were very, very sad that all of their children, one after the other, 6 of them just gone. The 7th child, Sachi Mata was carrying, and who came, is a partial manifestation of Lord Balaram himself, who is Vishwaroop. He came as the elder brother of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And it is explained that one day when Sachi Mata went to take her bath in the Ganges, that time the Tulasi manjaris along with Chandan that was offered on the bank the Ganges by Advaita Acharya to his Shalagram Shila, that same manjari, it is said, came to Navadvip. And when Sachi Mata was taking her bath in the Ganges, that Tulasi actually touched the body of Sachi Mata. And she received the blessings of the Tulasi that was offered to Shaligram Shila. And this was just actually my mother, she actually just told me this very beautiful pastime, which was told in Mayapur by one devotee. One Maharaj explained this Leela, very sweet Leela was explained. And, it just made sense that yes, Sachi Mata was, of course, she is none different than, Jashoda Maya. But in order to create the auspiciousness, this added on, the Tulasi that came floating down the Ganges from Shantipur, which was offered by the lotus hands of Advaita Acharya, with the purpose of, descend, to make Krishna descend. That Tulasi touched the divine body of Sachi Mata. And right after that, it is said that Krishna took shelter of the womb of Sachi Mata as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And the most auspicious day of, in February, the birth timing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in the year 1486. On the most auspicious day, the calendar date, that day was February 18th. That day is Gaur Purnima, February 18, 1486. And we all know that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared at moonrise. But that moonrise was a very special moonrise because it was a full moon day. It was a full moon night. But that day was lunar eclipse. It was a lunar eclipse. And everybody, because it was lunar eclipse, it was just the end of the lunar eclipse. So it is said that when lunar eclipse ends, that everybody takes bath in the Ganges just to purify themselves. So everybody was in the Ganges, the people of Navadvip, they were all in the Ganges and they were all chanting Hari, Hari, Hari. And when they were chanting Hari, Hari, in this auspicious moment is the appearance of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So when Gauranga Mahaprabhu appeared, Mother Sachi was actually, she delivered Gauranga Mahaprabhu under a neem tree, as we all know. And from this point onwards, we will start our katha from tomorrow. We will continue the katha from tomorrow after, after Sachi Mata gave birth to to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu made his divine appearance on February 18, 1486 at moonrise. So with this, we will end here day 1 Katha of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaura Katha, Gaura Leela. So we'll end here today. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. If there's any questions, comments, or reflections, we can take that now. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. This was so blissful. It was so wonderful. Thank you so much for the Tulasi Manjari pastime. Mataji, Sachidevi. It was really beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for everything. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Extremely grateful to you for the opportunity. Thank you.
No, Mataji. Not me. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dani Pranam, uploaded to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj Mataji. So beautiful, and we are so fortunate to be listening from you this one Gaura Katha pastime for the whole week, and almost like the Chaitanya Charitamrita, whole condensed nectar of it you will be pouring out to us. We are very fortunate, Mataji. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. Very good narration is Katha. Very
Thank you so much, Kaumudiki Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvardhana.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I had one query.
Could you speak a little slower? There's a lot of background disturbance. I'm not able to hear clearly.
Yeah. Now can you hear, Mataji?
Yes, much better.
So, Mataji, you said that Mother Sachi is in the same vasa as Mother Yashoda, right?
Yes.
So when we at the Prakash Leela, when we have that pastime wherein Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to have Mother Sachi beg for forgiveness to Advaita Acharya. So should we take it just as a pastime or just as a Leela of the Lord, wherein had to be emphasized? Should we take it in that mode, Mataji?
Absolutely, you're very right. You see, the reason why Shachi Mata's pastime, this special pastime appears, and Mahaprabhu personally, he stressed on this just to emphasize the importance of Vaishnava Aparad, that even though you may be the mother of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even then, Vaishnava Aparad is such a thing that there is no excuse for that, whoever you may be. That is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to display through this particular pastime with Sachi Mata. And Mahaprabhu was very serious about it. He wanted to stress the importance that it doesn't matter whether, you are the mother of the Lord or you are the brother of the Lord. If you've committed Vaishnava Aparad, there is, repercussions to that. So just to stress that, Mahaprabhu actually displayed this particular pastime with Sachi Mata. So, yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Such a beautiful. It's something that you have heard before, but it comes from you. I really mean it. This is what I felt. I felt as if you've seen all this happening and you're coming and relating it to us. So beautiful. Thank you, Mataji.
I can only say that it's the purity of your hearing. It's really got nothing to do with me, but it's the purity of your hearing. Thank you so much, Sukeshwari Mataji. Thank you.
Really looking forward to every class. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much for such a beautiful class. Thank you so much for coming live on Facebook. So, yeah, and thank you, Mataji. So, just one, maybe I missed it. So, you said that I sang of Tulasi Mandari, so that was the same Tulasi that Advaita Prabhu used to offer while giving his Shaligram Shila.
Yes, yes. Yes, and I just heard it today. I just heard it today from my mother.
Oh, okay.
And it was such a sweet revelation, and I said that I have to share this. It's very appropriate way to start the Gaura Katha that I had never heard this before, and my mother just told this to me this morning. And she was saying that she heard it from one Maharaj who was giving Gaura Katha in Mayapur. And so he was mentioning this, that the same tulasi that the tulasi and the manjari dipped in chandan, because Advaita Acharya Prabhu would sit on the banks of the Ganges actually, and he would from there only he would take the water in a conch and he would bathe his shaligram shila with the tulasi and the manjari, so that same tulasi would actually flow down into the Ganges, and that same tulasi manjari came floating all the way to Navadvip. And when Sachimata was taking her bath, it touched Sachimata's body. Something very sweet.
Only after that,
Lord Chaitanya took shelter of her womb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mataji, and again, looking forward.
Thank you, Kirtida Sundari Mataji. Thank you.
Mataji, I was curious to know what kind of Shalikam Shila it was, like what variety?
Narayan Shila.
Thank you, Mataji.
Narayan Shila. Yes. That Shila is available to take darshan even today. You can see the same Shila.
Yeah.
It's amazing, actually. You can see the same Shila in the home of Advaita Acharya Prabhu.
I think it was all over Facebook.
Yeah, on Advaita Acharya Prabhu's appearance day, yes. That's very, very special. Very special. What's that? Can you say a little louder? Which Ashtakam? Oh, Gaurashtakam. Okay. Yes. I will sing the Sachi Sutta Ashtakam. One word.
Yes, that is only.
Yes. Sure, in the end, I will definitely sing one verse from there. Any more questions?
Hare Krishna. Oh.
Hare Krishna.
Very, very beautiful class, Mataji. And thank you so much for coming live, Mataji. So beautiful, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, this live, I want to specially thank Indu Mataji, Indulata Mataji, and Vinaya Mataji, who helped me. I am very much challenged in technology, so they helped me in doing this. So my heartfelt gratitude to both of you. Thank you so much. Any more questions?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, sounds like a very exciting lineup of classes that have to come. I hope I'm able to hear all of them. One question I had is about Lord Nityananda's life before she met up with Lord Chaitanya.
Mm-hmm.
So where do we hear, or where is it, if any place, where is that written about?
Well, there's an entire book written on Lord Nityananda, which is called as Nityananda Charitamrita. And that book has a lot of details. And, of course, Chaitanya Charitamrita itself has a lot of details. Even Chaitanya Bhagavat has a lot of details, regarding, the activities of Lord Nityananda prior to his meeting with Lord Chaitanya. So all that details is available in these books.
Okay. And then also, I was confused about the relationship between Lord Nityananda and, let me see if I get it straight, Vishwarup, right? That was Lord Chaitanya's younger brother.
Elder.
Are they the same person?
Elder brother.
Oh, you mean older
Vishwarup
brother.
was
That's what I
the
mean.
elder
Yeah, that's what
brother.
I mean elder brother.
Yes.
Yeah. So are they not the same person?
No, they are not the same persons. They are not the same persons. Vishwarup was in Navadvip, and he was the elder brother of, Lord Chaitanya. And we all know that Nityananda Prabhu appeared in Ekachakra, and Vishwarup is in Navadvip. So they are both manifestations of Lord Balaram. And it is said about Vishwarup
Wait,
that...
I'm sorry. The line got, your voice broke up, so I didn't hear when you said they were both manifestations of what?
Of Lord Balaram. Of Lord Balaram.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
Vishwarup...
that's why I thought they were the same person.
Vishwarup is considered to be a partial expansion of Lord Balaram. And, it is said that Vishwarup left house after he took sannyas. When Lord Chaitanya was still, I think when he was around 11 or 12 is when Vishwarup left the house and took sannyas. And nothing much is recorded about, what happened to Vishwarup after that. But, it is explained that he's the one who got the name Shankararanya Swami. That's all is recorded about him. That's the, that's what happened with Shankararanya Swami. And it is explained that Shankararanya Swami, Vishwarup, he also met with Madhavendra Puri. He met with Ishwara Puri, and he also met Lord Nityananda. When Lord Nityananda was traveling, he also is said to have met Lord Nityananda at that time. But nothing much other than that is recorded about the story, about the life of Vishwarup. And but about Lord Balaram, about Lord Nityananda, it is directly said that Lord Nityananda is non-different from Lord Balaram. Vrajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Suta Hoilo Shai Balaram Hoilo Nitai. This is direct verdict that Balaram is non-different from Nitai. But Vishwarup is a partial manifestation of Lord Balaram. So that's the difference.
Partial manifestation.
Yes.
Is it partial manifestation the way, let's say, Lord Nrsimhadev is a partial manifestation of Krishna or any of his other plenary expansions? I'm wondering what this partial manifestation really means.
Partial manifestation means that, when from a personality an incarnation comes, that is a partial manifestation. So, yes, from Lord Balaram, we have, different manifestations who come. There's even Vishnu. Mahavishnu is actually coming from Lord Balaram himself. So, the Chaturvyuha expansions and, all those details, which is given in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, all of that, it is true because they are all actually coming from Lord Balaram himself. So they are called as the partial incarnation, the partial expansion of Lord Balaram. And even the incarnations of Lord Nrsingadev, or they are all Leela avatars. They are all the pastime manifestations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Vishwaroop is actually the partial manifestation also of Lord Balaram. And Lord Nityananda is not an expansion, but he is Lord Balaram himself.
Yeah, my understanding of like plenary expansions or partial expansions is that the complete person reveals himself only in a partial way. It's not that he's only partly the person. Like Krishna with his various expansions, he may not reveal all of his qualities, but the whole person is there, just only partly revealed.
That's correct.
And so when we
That's
say,
correct.
So why would that not apply to Lord Balaram partially manifesting as Vishwaroop or Vishwaroop?
Why? That's a question that I think we have to ask Lord Balaram himself. But again, that's how it is. Just like
No. What I'm saying is that just in other words, just as Lord Nrsingadev is a partial manifestation of Krishna, the original Krishna in Goloka, why would we not say that Vishwaroop is also, in the same way, a partial manifestation of Lord Balaram?
that's what we are saying.
Yeah.
That's what we are saying, that he is a partial manifestation of Lord Balaram. He has certain aspects of Lord Balaram, certain moods of Lord Balaram, but not the entirety of Lord Balaram.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why he's called the partial expansion. And, so the difference between Vishwaroop and Nityananda is that Nityananda is directly Lord Balaram, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is directly non-different from Radha and Krishna combined into one.
Yeah.
They're not incarnation. So, but Vishwaroop is an incarnation. Yeah?
Okay.
All right.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your beautiful question. Any more questions? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept mine too.
Mataji, this is a wonderful class. I bow down to all those great devotees who are making this program happen live on YouTube. It's making a huge difference in impact, at least for me. Seeing you and giving this class, so wonderful. We're very fortunate, and I bow down to those devotees who are making this program happen. And also, we have shared this link with other groups that we interaction in Hyderabad, and some of them have logged in to see this program live. Thank you very much, Mataji. Wonderful class. Looking forward for the next series of days to hear this wonderful Chaitanya Charitamrita Katha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you. It's always very inspiring to hear from you. Thank you. Any more questions? Okay, if there's no more questions, I'd like to.
1 second,
Yes.
Mataji. I just want to mute so that people who wanted, they were lined up, but I had to mute them.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay. If anyone else has any questions or comments, please go ahead. I've unmuted everyone. No question, Mataji. It's data from India. Very wonderful class.
Thank you. So if there's no more questions, Priti Vilasini, is it okay if I honor Vrinda Gopika Mataji's request?
Yes, Mataji.
I'll just sing the first verse of this very, very beautiful Sachi Sutashtakam. This Ashtakam is actually written by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and is glorifying Lord Gauranga, who is the most beautiful son of Mother Shachi. Nava Gauravaram Nava Pusharam Nava Bhavadharam Navalasya Param Navahasyakaram Navahemavaram Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram Pranamami Sachi Sutta Gauravaram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. So beautiful class, Mataji. Live class means really it's wonderful, Mataji. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vinay Mataji. Thank you, Indu Mataji. And thank you, Devini Mataji. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Thank you, Keshavi. Thank you so much. Hari Bol. Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Sri Chaitanya Sri Gaura Katha ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Mataji ki jai.
Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Thank you so much.
This session is no longer being recorded. Jai Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Very nice class.
Hari Bol, Divya Manjari. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare